I'm not gonna lie, I'm very nervous about making this video, and in fact, I actually had to remake it because I filmed it for the first time and there was something on my nose. And if you guys see something on my nose, don't pay attention to it. It's just me sneezing a lot, so my nose is a little bit affected, but I had to refilm this video, and think the title is pretty self-explanatory. Welcome to the video. This is gonna be story time, how I am buying my first investment property at 27 years old. Before you judge me, or before you're proud of me, or before you whatever, before you feel your feelings, I just want to say that I'm gonna explain my whole logic before you guys comment. I'm gonna explain everything that I thought, why I came up with the decisions that I came up with, and basically tell you how is it going so far. My mentality is very different from a lot of people because I think I was born in like this Soviet mentality, which was giving me an idea of, okay, I cannot share it with you because it's not done yet. What if somebody is gonna send me a bad energy? What if somebody is gonna like do something about it? To tarot card lady and tell put a spell on him or some witchcraft. This is legit thoughts that I've been having, and also I feel like a lot of logical thoughts, when you don't want to share about something until you got it done. And I'm in the middle of the process right now, and I would not share as much information and like those thoughts, but there is a couple things I want to consider. Number one, it's I think that making you guys part of this journey is more exciting for me personally, and it gives me opportunity to connect with you. Because on my channel in past couple years, it's been about me, but it was also around other people. And I feel like for the first when I started YouTube, it was all about me, and I like the story times. I like share with you like my life, but I think I've been doing it more on the live stream instead of just YouTube video. So I was like, damn, I really think it's a good content to share my journey. What am I struggling? How is my inspection? Everything. And number two, I just think I have to tell you guys about what I've been up to because I think I own it to you. I think I own it to you because I always say people on YouTube are people who are making me feel like I am valuable and making me feel like the content that I've been making is actually useful for someone. It makes some people less lonely. For some people, it's like more entertaining. For some people, just like me because I'm cute. Hopefully, some people just enjoy my story, and I feel like you guys been with me for such a long time on YouTube. It's been 4 years since I started doing YouTube and social media overall. I feel like I own it to you. I feel like I want to share it to you. And you know what? If I'm gonna succeed in I'm gonna go to my closing day and I'm gonna get my apartment. And if everything is gonna go great, that's gonna be great. You're gonna witness it. And if it's all gonna fail, if at some point they'll say I'm not gonna be able to prove you loan something, that's gonna be an experience that we're gonna go through together. I am going to tell you how much I'm paying for this apartment, how much I put my down payment, and I'm going to show it to you. But I'm not doing it yet. I don't want to do it yet unless I am relaunching my Patreon page, which it is available at this point. If you're watching this video already, you are able to go and actually watch a video tour from apartment that I picked and from a couple other apartments that I took an option and look at. This is going to be available here on YouTube a month later or 2 months later. Again, my closing day is in January, so it's gonna be available more, once I go there and I film everything. But if you are want to support me, if you want to support this channel, if you like what I do, and if you're a little nosy, you can look what it looks like on my Patreon. Subscribe to my Patreon. I'm going to provide in one extra video per week, and I'm going to do couple posts per week as well. So it's going to be a mix of the things, and I'm trying to come back on Patreon because, like I've said before, I have a lot of people who don't want to subscribe to my OnlyFans because, they don't want to see me naked. They just want to still support me. So subscribe to my Patreon. It's relaunched already. There is a video there already. Hope you guys gonna enjoy it. And that was pretty long, 5 minute, 5 minute introduction, I guess, right? But I guess if you made it to 5 minutes in, we can actually deep into like, what am I doing? How did I decide? And why is it in Chicago? I am buying my first investment property in Chicago. I want to tell you probably overall my thoughts why did I come up with this decision? It was a pretty hard decision and it was very scary. It is still very scary. You guys know I'm from Ukraine. I left my home 10 years ago. It's gonna be probably soon more than 10 years. But I left my home a long time ago, and we've had an apartment and a house. And in my mentality, where I'm coming from, it is pretty much very old school. Maybe it's still here in some parts of US the same, but in my mentality that you need to own your corner. You need to have something, right? Whenever you go somewhere, you need to have your apartment or house. This is just my mentality. Even though financially it might not make as much sense for a lot of people, it might better to rent. It's another thing is like we don't have credit cards. We don't like credit cards. So for us, if we take a mortgage, it's like very stressful. You cannot do this. It's better to pay off right away. In the US, if you have a debt and if you have a mortgage, it's actually beneficial for your taxes. It's a lot of things. But basically I've had this mentality that I want to have my corner. And I'm living in New York City, and a lot of you would be like, oh, but you live in New York City. Why don't you buy in New York City? Well, because it's impossible. Apartment that I'm wanting in New York City, like two bathroom apartment, I want to buy it, and it costs like 1.5 million, $2 million. And I don't want to buy one bedroom apartment in New York. First of all, it's probably a million again. And the second, I just feel like if I'm buying something in New York, it's just better to buy two bedroom, two bathroom. And there's HOA fees that are like 2,000 per month. Plenty of things. I'm not able to afford an apartment in New York City. No matter what you're gonna tell me, I'm not able to do this, and it's also a big stress. There's a bunch of co-ops here. It's a lot to deal with. But in the past couple years, a lot of people who I've been friends with, they kind of like, we're in our mid 20s, late 20s. People are buying their houses, people are getting their citizenships, especially when it's immigrants. And I kind of feel like, damn, like, I wish I would be able to, like, buy something. And, you know, if I didn't live in New York, like, that would be so much more possible. And you guys know that Chicago is my second home, I would say, right? I lived there for 2 years and I was pretty happy. And this is the city that actually gave me a lot, that when I first experienced a lot of American stuff. And I have a very good girlfriend there who works as real estate agent, by the way, if you need a realtor. And I was like talking to her a lot, and I was like, you know what? And I've been talking for like couple of years, and I was like, I've been saving for that payment, putting my money away, and I've been saving this money, and I know that I want to do something, and I want to have my apartment and I want to have my corner. And I talked to my mom, and I was like, I cannot afford it in New York, but I can do it in Chicago for now. And I can buy an apartment in Chicago in the area that I like, because now I'm going to go into the next stage of like thoughts that not a lot of people realize unless they're immigrants. I have a fear to fail. I have a big fear to fail, and like having everything that I have right now, it's gonna go away. And the problem with it is I don't have any family. Overall, I have not a lot of family. I have my mom and like a couple more family members, right? But I don't have family. When in US, when there was Corona Mora in 2020, everything closed down. A lot of kids who are like 25 moved in back with their parents. I have no parents. I have no grandparents. I have no one is gonna live with me. I'm alone here. I do have my boyfriend, which I love more than anything, and I'm pretty happy that we're able to live in this apartment in New York. But again, it's only because we have dual income, no kids. That's the reason why we are able to live in this apartment. But I know that I cannot rely on anyone but myself. And I know that today I have YouTube, tomorrow I might not have it. Today I have like my VIP page, tomorrow everything might go away. And I have a very big fear that I will have to like come back to the life I've had and like be more less secure, sorry. And this fear is always with me, and it's like never goes away. Let me know in comments. I feel like this is very common for some specific people, even if they're born here. Feel like, sorry if it's like camera doesn't look as good. I feel like it's very common for specific people. I was just like, damn, like I need to figure out my plan B. If everything goes south, I need to make sure I'm gonna set myself up so I can come back to this one little place and I can be more or less happy there. I can know that I will be happy there. I need to like the neighborhood, I need to like everything there, and I just know that I'm able to do this now. And the second place is going to be in Chicago, Illinois. And again, this is multiple things. There's a lot of word salad. I don't know if I'm keeping the structure of this video or no, but it's hard for me with the structure. But this was my mindset. There's a lot of things, my mentality, the fear of failure, the like just not knowing how investments work and all this stuff. I try to you know, navigate life in America because I don't have anyone like again who is gonna be like, hey, this is the S&P 500. If you want to be set up for like future, put some money there. And it's not like I have hundreds of thousands of dollars. I wish. Subscribe to OF. But I'm just saying that like even though what I have, I need to be like very structured, very like, okay, no one tells me what to do. I need to figure out from younger age how to protect myself in future. And I don't have anyone. And I was like, you know what? The good protection for me will be if I will realize that I will have a property that I'm going to be able to live in if something goes south. And, I decided to do in Chicago. Chicago, for many reasons, I have connections there. I have friends there. I love the neighborhood. I know the city super well. I lived there for 2 years. I know exactly what it's like to live there. I know that I like it there. And I know that it's affordable. It's much more affordable even than Florida. I looked at Florida and I was like, you know what? This is so much. And insurance, all this stuff, all the hurricanes. I was like, this is not for me. So I was like, Illinois, Chicago, that's my second home. And a couple of months ago, I started like a process, right? I was just started for like looking and like looking at the prices. I'm gonna expose one thing. I've been saving money for 4 years. If a lot of people think that I'm just like spending all my money and I'm just being dumb, and a lot of haters praying for my downfall, I've been saving money for 4 years in order to do this. So it's not a 1 month thing. It's like pre-planned steps. I just didn't know where I want to do and what I want to do exactly. But there was a plan for me that I need to be smart. I called my girlfriend. I was like, you know what? I want to pull the trigger. I don't know if it's the right thing to say. I was like, I want to do this. I want to try and I want to buy an investment property. And then we had two options. We had number one options. There's very pragmatic options that we're gonna buy in suburbs. It's either gonna break even or it's gonna make me a couple $100 after I rent it out. Again, I only look at it as an investment property because I'm not being able to live there. But again, if something goes south and I need to move somewhere, this is somewhere where I can live. So it was like suburb for me didn't sound as sexy because I don't have a car. I don't know how to drive. I would not be happy with this suburb. She tried to like pull me. I was like, it's pragmatic. The appreciation is good. Whatever, whatever, whatever. I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna buy something, I need to buy it in Chicago. I need to buy it in an area that I know that if something goes south, I can live there, and I will be more happy because of it. Because I don't know suburbs. I've never been there. That's not my second home. You know, I mean, I've been to suburbs, but I've never like lived there. So I was like, you know what? This is a very pragmatic decision, but I'm a very emotional person sometimes, and I feel like in me, the having the logic, and sometimes it just doesn't work that way. I feel like I'd rather like either break even or even like pay a little bit more, but I know that I would love this location, and I know that I would be able to live there. And she's like, you know what? It's your decision. We're going to make it happen. So I called her and we started doing stuff. Talked to my lender, gave him all my stuff, gave him a lot of documentation. Especially when you're self-employed, it's a lot of documentation. People who bought a house, I the reason why I didn't post the video 2 weeks ago when it all started, like it started before, but like 2 weeks ago, I knew I was in the process already. I filmed the video. I was talking about everything, and then I got a call from the lender the second I finished the video. And then I got a call from the lender, and he like wanted some extra documents. I was like, damn, I should probably not share it with you guys because like, what if something is gonna go wrong? I'm gonna look like a fool. Why am I doing this? And then I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna share it. And then I started editing the video, and again, I had like something on my nose so big, so I was like, I cannot post this. I have to refilm the video. I actually very happy I'm refilming it because I feel like I'm putting my thoughts in the words in a better way right now. So I did not post the videos twice, but again, I changed my mind. I wanted to share it with you, and we started to look for apartment. We looked at probably 8 apartments, I think. I don't have videos of all of them, but for me it was very important the location, and it was important for me that HOA do not go over specific price because HOA in the cities are crazy. If you own your house, or your apartment in the city, it's a lot. for me, it was important that I'm gonna be able to rent it out and at least break even, or again, I am gonna pay out a little bit more, which is not the most smart financial decision sometimes. But again, this decision doesn't come from just being pragmatic and like making extra $200 from your investment property. This comes from my background, from my traumas, from a lot of stuff. Especially now, I know that my city is gonna be captured, probably like before January 20, or like it's going there. They're very close to my city. They protected it very well for like 3 years, but it's getting there. And I know I already said goodbye. We have an apartment there and we have a house there. Our house was actually kind of hit by, not the rocket, but whatever it was, by the small things from the drones. Doesn't matter. So our house was already hit. So we kind of, me and my mom, we just kind of like already kind of said goodbye. It's not gonna be, and it's sometimes sad, but it's like, again, this is my previous life that I'm never gonna come back to, and it just reminds me that I want to be protected more here. So I went to Chicago. We looked at the apartments. I went there in the morning and I left next day in the morning. So it was 24 hours. I walked into this one apartment that I loved. The view, the neighborhood, it's so good. The neighborhood is a Gold Coast. I don't know if you guys know where is it, Chicago, but it's a Gold Coast, very young neighborhood, a lot of like young professionals. And I looked at it and I was like, I really love it. And this whole month I was just like dealing with like so many approvals, additional documents. And I'm still like, whenever I get the call from the lender, my heart is dropping. I was like, what's next? Like, what do you want next? I'm afraid. Like, I just want everything to go smoothly. And my plan is to rent it out immediately, because it is in fact ready for being rented out. And it's fully updated, to feel a little bit of relief that I have something. And I'm gonna be 28 years old actually on the closing date. I'm gonna be 28 years old, and I feel like it's kind of an achievement for me. A lot of my friends, again, like getting their houses, getting their apartments, it's very inspiring. It's, again, not super super, it's not like $1 million apartment. It's like, but this is mine. This is gonna be one bedroom, one bathroom apartment, and it has a very cool view. I don't know, it just felt right. When I called my mom, she was like, yes, that's it. Because the first 5 apartments we looked over FaceTime, then I liked 2 of them, and then I came there, and then I ended up getting the one that we didn't even see because it was so good. So it was better than the 2 that I liked. So yeah, I talked to my mom, and this is pretty much the decision that I've been making. And I am just so excited to share it with you. I'm excited to do the story time video, and I am very excited to just see what you guys think. I don't want a lot of judgment, and you guys don't know my whole situation. You don't know what decisions I've been making, how I was saving. Also, let me know if you want some money saving tips. I can make videos about this too. What like helps me to keep me in a check. But I hope it's gonna go through. I'm finger crossed. If it not, I mean, it should be good. It should be fine. Like so far, everything looks fine. But if it's gonna go through, I'm gonna go to Chicago. I'm gonna show it to you. We gonna open a champagne bottle once it's gonna go through, and I'm just kind of excited and happy. And this is the story time videos that we didn't have in a while, and I didn't know that I'm gonna actually tell you this, right now. I didn't know that it's gonna be the thing, but it is a thing, and we're doing it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, if you want to see how this apartment looks like, I'm going to post the video from this apartment on my Patreon right now. Welcome back to the Patreon era. I'm going to be much more active on Patreon because, again, I feel like it motivates me to do, and I'm going to be making one extra video per week at least. I'm thinking about doing more live streams there, putting more pictures, more stuff like this. So check it out. But again, I just want to finish with saying thank you so, so much. A lot of the people who are behind me are specifically from YouTube and found me on YouTube, you guys are the reason why I'm able to do this. You are the reason why you're watching me. Like every single like, every single comment, every single subscription, every single reaction, you staying here, playing my videos twice, reacting to things that I do, sharing it with your friends. This is all you. me as well, creating the content and putting work in. But I have a very, very tight community here, and I feel like a lot of times, like I say, it's like a bunch of uncles or daddies or even boyfriends, right, on this channel. And I feel like I am able to be vulnerable here, and I feel like I am able to put this kind of video and just know that you guys will get it. Some people won't get me. It's fine. Why am I doing? It's risky, whatever. I I understand it's risky, but you know what? I moved here with $500. So if I didn't take risks, I would not be who I am today. So share your stories. Let me know what are your thoughts. Let me know if someone is in Illinois and if we're gonna be future neighbors. And again, stay kind. I wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Christmas is soon. Let me know if you like this angle. Let me know if you like this angle. I hope there's nothing on my nose. If there was something on my nose during this episode, I'm not going to refilm it. I'm just gonna put it. You guys gonna see it. I swear it's not boogers. It's just my skin or something. Yeah. All right. Anyway, subscribe to this channel. Let me know what age you got your first apartment or the house, or if you wanna get apartment or house. I love you all, and I hope you enjoy this video. I'll see you on YouTube, Patreon, my VIP page, everywhere, and I'll see you soon. Bye.